What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We in the building. We are in the building. What's going on, people? How we doing? Against the ropes with Yancey. What up, Yancey? What's going on? I remember you. You're a fighter, right? Obviously in your picture. That's you? I remember you. What's up, Yancey? Where you from again, man? David Garcia, the OG. What's up, David? Guys, I got my big ESPN pitch tomorrow. I'm excited, but I'm a little shook. Good win by Boots. Why do people keep bringing up Barrios? Okay. I get why. West Virginia. Where was Sweet Pea from? Where was Purnell from? I know it was a Virginia, but which one? I forget. I was at Pro Box Card last night watching my guy Francois Scarborough go 10-0. All right. I'm trying to get a job at Pro Box, but my man Paulie doesn't answer me. No, I know he has a belt. I was about to say that. He has a belt, but it's not even he's a blown up fucking lightweight, really. You know what I mean? But then I realized that's why I said I know why, because I'm like, oh, he has a belt, but it's not going to be a competitive fight. A bit of nervousness. What's up, CJ? What's up, CJ? Oh, shit, my man Mario. Big shout to my man Mario, guys. This is my man Mario. I grew up with NYC in the house, money making Manhattan. Mario, you ever notice that when they call out boroughs, they always exclude us? Well, maybe not you, because you are from Harlem, right? Spanish Harlem. They never, like, I'm from Hell's Kitchen or Midtown. You never hear people be like, yo, BX, the boogie down. Queens, get that money. And then they'll never say Manhattan. They'll maybe say Harlem or Uptown, but they never say, I never heard anybody call it Hell's Kitchen or Midtown. It's fucked up. People think that in New York City, there's only one area, and it's Uptown. Shit upsets me. But anyway, my man Mario, check out his podcast. I grew up with him. Good dude. Norfolk, Virginia. So he's from just Virginia, not West or whatever. All right, that's what I thought. At 147, Boots' biggest threat are dudes moving up. That's what I'm saying. And that's not a threat, David. That's exactly what I'm saying. Exactly. You hit it on the head. Nah, there's nobody. But Barrios will give him a belt. So I get it, but it's not going to be competitive. I don't think anyone at 47 beats Boots. Maybe a weird style. Guys like Batchuk. Yo, Mario, do you watch boxing? Like, I know you're probably watching this just for me, but do you watch boxing like that? Like, do you follow all the fighters and shit? Or you just, I'm not really sure of your boxing level of, what's the word I'm looking for? Following, education, whatever, if you're into it. Yeah, you remind me, I got to hit up Hakeem. I haven't talked to Hakeem in a minute. And Jamal, too. I haven't talked to him since he lost the race. No, I did. I did talk to him once. My neighbors are blasting a soccer game like it's Super Bowl. Are they white? No, Hispanic. All right, that was racist. That was racist against my own people.
Oh, that's racist. Oh, that's racist.
And that was just racist. What up, Bam? Oh, I didn't know you followed it like hardcore. I knew you followed it, but I didn't know you were like a pundit. CJ, by the way, you were right last night. I shouldn't have kicked you out when I thought about it. I wasn't in my mind, I wasn't trying to kick anybody out. I was basically trying to break it up. But then I realized that it looks to you, it feels like being kicked out. And you're right, you didn't do anything wrong. You react, which you shouldn't, but that's not your fault. You know what I'm saying? This dude comes in hardcore. So my bad if it came off like I was kicking you out, because I wasn't trying to do that. And next time, if that ever happened, well, first of all, I'm not going to bring certain people on at the same time who are antagonizers. So that's the first lesson learned. But the second lesson learned, if that ever happened again, I would have just kicked him out. So I didn't want you to feel like you were kicked out because you didn't really do anything. So Boots does backroom exactly like Stanionis. That's a I don't know about that. I think Norman gives him more rounds than Barrios. Peace. Well, what up, Ace? Where you been, man? Ken. Jersey Bob. No, there's no competition. There's not. Dare I say, there might be no competition at 54 for Boots, let alone 47. I don't give a fuck. What do we think about that? Lee's backroom can handle his job. Blah, 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 no, so amazing. The contrarian pugilist. Boxing is everything. Word. They're British. What's up, Will? What's up, Marcos? Man, you must know me from Ness's show because that fucking clown always Dominicanizes my name. I'm not Dominican. It is not Marcos. It's Marco. But that's cool. I love Dominicans. Most of them. I'm just playing. What's up, Marco? Did you watch the fight? No highlight jokes, all love. Yeah, well, I watched it live, man. I was on here calling it round for round. Obviously, you were somewhere else. We know where you were probably watching it. No, I'm not sick. I actually got over a cold. I think it's allergies. I never had allergies in my life. My wife drags me out here to the fucking suburbs, and now I got allergies. Like a real dorky white person. Hey, it's water under the bridge, homie. No, I mean, but it is what it is. You know, in life, we all have to learn from things. You guys know that I avoid bullshit arguments like that on this channel because it's just bullshit. So I never really had to deal with it like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And I was surprised because that's another thing. Chicago's come on before, but it's just been me and him. He's been mad cool. So I was actually surprised he went there. Because I'm telling you, I know he types a lot of crazy shit, but I'm surprised he went there on the live, like in the panel. Because he, you know, I thought he was more of like a keyboard warrior, not a voice warrior. Yeah, he's going to fuck Norman's not ready for him. You guys are bugging out. Norman is not ready for him. Boots has the full package. Full package. Defense, power, speed, boxing IQ, chin, footwork, and the it factor, which might make him one of the most successful and famous boxers in the world. He has flash. Authentic flash. Not like Adrian Broner, who would try to be flashy, and it almost looks like he's trying too hard at times. Now, I don't want to shit on Broner because Broner was flashy sometimes, but Boots is just so, it's like a Sugar Ray Ali, just an authentic side of him, which I think is going to really appeal to fans. Margaret TV took shots at you. I don't give a shit what they did. What up, sir? Thanks for having me on. Yeah, of course, of course. You and Ness will sort out. People bring you up all the time and they still love you. It doesn't matter what. Thank you. It doesn't matter what people do. It matters what he does. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to return my call. All we have to do is have a conversation privately, and I'm good. But he doesn't. It seems to me, I could be wrong, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he is a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? He admits it. It's self-proclaimed. You know, I am too, I guess, in a way. Not like that, though. But so he doesn't really care. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it might not happen, because I don't think he gives a fuck. Like, I thought that was my boy, but it might. How we grew up, I don't know if Mario's still in here. Mario, you know how it is. It's all about loyalty, and you know, dudes don't just walk away for, like, dudes don't get mad at each other and just, I'm not talking to you. Like, they don't do that shit. We fucking talk it out. Either we fight back in the day, now as adult, or you talk it out and then you pound it out and that's it, done. That's the way we do shit. So, you know, that's somebody who's my man. Some others, you know, I'm good with not having that around. I watched it on my phone. I was playing an event. And a Mexican band drummer in Chicago. Oh shit! Don't let Chicago kills the guy who comes in here know that. Are you Mexican? I mean, I'd be surprised. Be funny. He's like, nah, I'm Filipino. I just love Mexican music. And one more thing, drip. I don't have the eye for drip, so if you say so, as you can see the way I fucking dress, I don't have the eye for drip. I don't know what's drip, what's not. Are you chopped up with him? I disagree with boxing. You disagree with boxing IQ? Of course you do, because you're the contrarian pugilist. That's left without saying that you disagree with something. Boots is mostly athleticism and reflex. I don't see IQ at the moment. Oh my goodness. The way he was catching him with those uppercuts coming in, the way he was hitting him, spinning, the way he was throwing punches while in between the guys' punches, punch placement, that's all IQ. The footwork, that's all IQ. You need to know, you can't just go with a chicken with its head cut off going in circles. The control center of your body, your brain, has to send you in the right circles and throw the right punches. That's all IQ. That's all up here. I forgive you. You know not what you say. You can't watch Boots and say, that's what I'm saying, Bob, but the contrarian, he loves contrarianalizing everything. Then LDBC Cornball's already hating on Boots over Norman Jr. I mean, I don't know. I love, I'm cool with the LDBC guys, but I get it. I might go back. As long as we have a conversation. He didn't disrespect me to the level where I'm, I need to walk away forever. It was very minor what he did. He just had a little temper tantrum. It's like he didn't say fuck my mother. He didn't do any of that shit. He just got all pissy and kicked me off. 100% old school. People don't know, Mario. People don't know. Remember the old rules? Never bang one of your boys' girls. Right? A jump off is okay. But a girl, if that was like your girl in any capacity, off limits. You don't steal from your boys. Right? And what's the last one? You never rat, snitch on them. Those are the rules. That's loyalty. That's loyalty wrapped up right there. Those are the rules. See, Jizzle. I got 3 friends from elementary, 1 from high school. Loyalty. There you go. Levon, what up, Levon? Levon, you came in last night. That's right. Ben Whitaker. This list is confusing me, Levon. Boots, Inoue. Oh, Flashy. Okay. I don't think Inoue's flashy. His style is very captivating and flashy, but when I mean flashy, I mean like the shit that Ben Whitaker does, or the shit Boots does, where somebody will miss a punch and he'll like look away, and he'll come back and he'll do his Matrix fucking walk over and piece you up. I don't think Inoue does that. I could be wrong though. Haney versus Tio can hang on. What it do? What up? What up, Shelton? What's going on? I'm drippy? Nah, I ain't drippy at all. Talib, what up? Caroline in this bitch. Hell yeah, Raza proud. Mexican money, run boxing. You've seen the advertisement on that ring. All right. I just learned that Raza's a thing. I didn't even know Raza was what they call Mexicans. I don't want to hear my name and the word drip used in the same sentence. Oh, that's CJ. Fruity. Gross. Let me go back up. Damn, I'm sorry. I'm far behind on you guys. You guys are burying me here with these comments. So, super chats will be read for sure. Otherwise, you just gotta give me time here. Ben Whitaker can't fight someone who can't call him flashy. Yeah, he didn't look very good his last fight, but he's still flashy. Marquise, what up? I'm so curious to see Boots versus Ryan. Let's see how Ryan looks against Rolly first. But you could, yes, speed versus speed will be fun. What happened with what? Stop lying on LBC. We are not a hive mind, people. Yeah, I mean, I said I love LDBC. Couple of those, the main guys, they're like good friends of mine. So I saw a big size advantage for Boots. There was a big size advantage, Talib. I said that. I was commentating it live, and I said that's the first thing I said. Looked like different weight classes. There's absolutely nothing that Haney does better than Boots. You might have a point. Well, Haney might have a better jab. But these aren't cash apps, are they? No. Okay. All right, was there one more thing? Never let your homie leave the house without proper drip. Oh, Danny. Oh, boy. Surpassed Bumberto and racist level. on some Dragon Ball Z shit. Bumberto's funny. Where are the Boots fans at? What's up, Marcus? Excuse me. We have a Marquise in here as well. Ben Whitaker only does that against bums. Oh, the bum word. That's like, you ever see Beetlejuice? You never say the B word. No bum word. Let's say less experienced. Let's give them respect. They're risking their lives. Have to do it against someone who actually can fight. There's the Marquise. Most flashy boxers today are Boots. Benavidez. Yes. Not really. Because Benavidez isn't flashy in the ring. He throws flashy, fast combinations. When I mean flashy, I mean the little extras, the entendres, where Boots, I'll give you the example again. Stanionis swung, Boots made a miss, and as he turned, he stayed in that position for a second. And he pointed at somebody in the ring and came back. That's what I mean. I don't mean flashy combination punching. Because there's a lot of boxers with flashy combination punching. What up, yo, daddy? Johnny recommended reading all your chats, even if you fall behind a bit. I like the idea. I'm trying. You know what? Johnny could bring his ass in here and do it himself. Punk ass. Damn Puerto Ricans trying to take over. Brooklyn Puerto Ricans trying to take over Manhattan Bulgarians. I'm just kidding. That's funny. I can take a joke. Nah, Buggin, Haney jab, and speed above Ennis. I don't know if Haney's speed's above Ennis, pound for pound. But his jab might be. Oh, shit. Big shout to the first super chat of the day. My man, Marquis. Hitting me with the extra crispy 2-piece with a side of coleslaw. Boots better unify to avoid the 101, the 10-pound hydration. Oh. Good point. Good point. Plant is flashy. Yes, David. My fellow cracker. That's a flashy cracker. Cracker ass cracker. You guys remember that? Who remembers what that's from? What stand-up comedian said that? Cracker ass cracker. Stan could throw a jab because of the size advantage, and the jab is his best weapon, in my opinion. Rocco. Yo, Rocco, I think we've talked about this. You're not a fucking white dude, are you? Mario, if you're still in here, name all the times growing up in NYC, we've met a dude named Rocco and he wasn't white. That's all the times right there. But I think this Rocco is black. I think it's just like a nickname, right? I think we went over this already. I just don't remember concretely. Oh, Cash App has arrived. What do we got here? I'll read it. Cash App by my brother CJ says, admit Pac's music was deeper than Biggie's. Okay. Clearly a joke because Pacquiao sang some weird Filipino love ballad, which was terrible. Oh, Marquise. I don't know, man. I guess I'll have to lean towards Bud, but a couple more big fights for Boots, and I might change my mind. Bud is light years more athletic than Haney. I wouldn't say light years, Mo. Haney could fight. I know, I know he has his downfalls or whatever lately, but let's not erase Haney completely. He's still a great fighter. Now, if this Ramirez guy walks him down like Jason Voorhees in Camp Crystal Lake, you know what I mean, and throws a beating on him, maybe it'll change. Chris Rock sure was. No Roccos, as long as Boots. Rocco, tell us. You're not a white guy, right? As long as Boots hold more than one belt. As long as Boots holds more than one belt. Oh, really? So the IBF doesn't come in and make him rehydrate since the other belts are involved? I would think they would. And he fights smaller, faster guys than Ennis. He looks faster, I'm telling you. You might be right. You might be right. Only challenge I generally see for Boots in the future is Backroom. Damn, you spelled his last name too? You are a wordsmith. That homie talking about Tupac. Oh, Pac. I thought you meant Pac-Man. Tupac's lyrics were deeper than Biggie's. Yeah, they were. And I'm in New York, I'll say that. They were. Pac talked about some deep shit. Biggie was just hold his toes close while yours is shaky. Cristal popping, baby. And then he gets into like, gets raw, like syphilis. Hit that shit raw. You don't know what I did with this. Like, yeah, I mean, that's not the same level as like, we was once two brothers of the same kind, and quick to holler at a hoochie with the same line. Or you a Muslim now. Dear mama. Definitely difference in deepness. I agree. Yeah, Tupac got deep like Cisco. Had a piece of love for me. And he didn't look fast. Well, I mean, he was in there with somebody way faster, so that's hard to gauge. Them LDBCers are done. I'm not getting into that. No, I don't want to stir any pots here. I just meant pure natural gift, no skill. Bud not fighting Boots or Virgil. I don't think so either. No, Virgil maybe. No, I don't think Boots. Boots is not fighting. Bud is not fighting Boots. That's just not. There is nothing in it for Bud to fight Boots at this stage of his career. Rocco, I swear, Lucy. Okay. Bakram is a stone cold killer. CJ, C Jizzle. My man C Jizzle from up Nizzle. It sounded almost racist. I meant up north because he's from Northern Cal, the Bay, whatever. Bakram doesn't look like that in all his fights. The zoo fight, yes. The zoo fight, he looked like a weird, genetically engineered supervillain. But watch him in his other fights. It was weird. He doesn't look that strong. It's weird. Go watch Boots and Haney training on punch mitts. Boots is significantly faster. Okay. It was a good fight. Haney couldn't deal with Boots' speed, size, skill, and swift hitting. I'll stand on that. I don't think he could deal with Boots' size or power, combined with all the shit you just said, too. If I could ask Turkey for 2 fights, Boots. Vlogs pay me Bumberto's annual salary last night. See, now you're starting, CJ. He's not even in here, but you want to get him. He's like Beetlejuice. You say his name 3 times, he's popping in. What up, True? H-Town. Marco, my man Marco. Damn, it's a lot of Marcos. Why are you the token Caucasian for the LDBC? Ooh. That's not very nice. Why are you coming in here with negativity? I'm not a part. First off, I don't know if you're trolling or if you're kidding. I'll give you a chance before we, whatever. But I'm not a part of the LDBC. I'm not a member at all. I don't agree with a lot of their opinions. But a couple of I don't know if they're founding members or key cornerstone members are good friends of mine. And they've always treated me with respect, even when our disagreements is on boxing. So I got no problem with them at all. They're all mad hospitable to me. Quick raffle count. 9 out of 30. Let's see. We got more than 30 now. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 10. You have 10. Because didn't you put one in last night? We have 34. You have 10 out of 34. We need 6 more. I want to hit 40, and then we're good to go. Do you think Boots will be able to get the other belts? Who's going to beat him? You tell me. Who beats him? And Marquise, who's that fuck? What's that picture in your profile? Is that somebody I should know who that is? I mean, I doubt that's you, but maybe it is. Never seen a Mexican-looking dude with the name Marquise. Blacka. I don't know who the fuck that is. I'm out of the loop. You guys, like, with the pop culture, that could be some famous streamer that I never heard of. I don't know. That's not the guy who goes, Chupapi muñeño, chupapi bicho tase muñeño. Ay, chupapi tase bicho muñeño. That's not that guy, is it? Sebastian Fundora should fight Jesus Ramos. Haney required this bout with Ramirez to be a 154-pound catchweight. Okay. CJ, let's go grab a drink. Yeah, guys. Go chill. You guys live in the same redneck town in I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Although to me, I feel like it's a redneck town. I don't know. To me, like us New Yorkers, I don't know if Mario's still in here, right? You hear some town you never heard of all the way in Northern California. I feel like it's going to be dudes like, hey, come here. You want a bear? Let's get let's get on top of my stay and go pooey. Let's do this. That's what I'm thinking. But I could be way off here. You got to help me out. Help me out with that, please. Boondocks. What up, Joe? Khalil, what up, blood? Cute kids, Khalil. Bud better stay away from Boots. He has a better chance with Canelo. Strong words. I've met Canelo and Bud. I don't know if you heard the story, Khalil. I was with them at this event. Bud is actually bigger than Canelo, but he is not bigger than Boots. He's almost 40. It's just they're PBC fighters and they really take a risk. Vlogs, I'm down a little later today around 4. Oh, you guys are going to make out. I'm sorry. Sorry. That was childish. I'm sorry. Boots needs to tighten up on his defense. I disagree, Truth. Sometimes part of the strategy, part of the game plan is to take a couple shots once you feel I've done this before in the ring myself. When you feel what's coming at you and you know it ain't a thing, it ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string, you'll take it because that'll set you up. That'll set a trap to give it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not so sure Boots wasn't allowing that to come in because he knows that what he's going to throw back is going to cause way more damage, which, by the way, it did. I haven't been here for a bit, Marco. Jesus, ¿qué pasó? But you never ever talk about the Mayweather scam. You were called the R word so many times in the past. What? That shit happened once. What are you talking about? I wasn't called it so many times. There was nothing to talk about. The shit was racist. It was racist. And, you know, I felt like Ness kind of admitted he was just trolling. And Amin actually called me like a man the next day, unlike some people, and was like, yo, my bad. I don't think you were racist. And he just, and we hashed it out. And it was, you know, and he kind of, we squashed it because he hit me up like a man. You know, you have to understand, man, like, I'm not black, but I know tensions are very high in America right now. So sometimes people get triggered. I had one of my closest friends got triggered once. You know, so like people get triggered. And it happens. And as long as it's not happening all the time, everybody's human, man. People have the right to go through some shit. I'm down. Mario knows. Oh, shit. Khalil, you from Harlem? My man Mario right here. Boom. Well, he's from Spanish Harlem, but same shit. What streets, Khalil? What streets? I mean, you don't have to give me your exact address, but what hood exactly? I love meeting other New Yorkers. What up, Anthony? What up, Half? Nah, it's a half Sacramento, half Bay Area, right in between. Okay. But shouldn't fight Boots. Guys in their late 30s prefer not to fight younger, energetic guys. Yeah, well, when I think of Northern California, I think of LGBT floats, weed, and rainbows. Okay, maybe that too. I wouldn't know. What up, Michael? Where you been, man? Oh, are you a Muslim now? Chris Mega, what up, blood? Mark, which pros today would you like to see become coaches? I can't answer that, Mo, because so many great coaches were shitty fighters, or I shouldn't say shitty, not top-level fighters, and so many great fighters were bad coaches. So I'd love to see Roy be the best coach in the world because I want to see Roy keep shining in boxing. But obviously, you know, he's tried. It doesn't work out for whatever reason. Virgil versus Ennis. Yeah, that'd be a dope fight. Toshi Nori. This is the start of Boots not making past the 6th round again. Oh, boy. What up, Quest? Free me. Thank you. I always say this, though. Free while it's a great gesture, that's suggesting that he's a jailer and he has power over me, and he does not. Because the truth is, I don't want to go in there either until we have a conversation. So, West Side 137, Edgecombe Ave. Mario, you ever hear of Edgecombe Ave? I never fucking heard that before. Edgecombe, where the fuck is that? Is that down near like the river? 137th. So you're right past the Columbia area. You're kind of near the City College area, right? What up, Eon? Boots is food for Bud. I don't know about that. True student of the game. Salute. You watch the fights or highlights? See? See that? That's how you know it's in it. I like you, Quest, but that's a very Ness minion thing to say. Only Ness's minions say that. Unless you're joking. If you're joking, ha ha hee hee. But if you're serious, anybody who believes anybody with a successful boxing channel only watches highlights, there's something wrong with them. If you believe that anybody who has a successful boxing channel can only watch, like, I don't think anybody in any sport in history only watches highlights. It's such a silly thing. Where Jones is a bum coach. Watch it, Mule. Mule. That's sacrilege. It's Sunday. Don't be saying no shit like that about Roy in this channel. But thank you for the bounce pass.
I must have forgot.
Thanks for the bounce pass, brother. Brother man. He got Eubank KO. When the gloves, Raff, Unk. When I need 6 more, and we'll do it. And then, guys, here's what I'm raffling off now. Oh, so let me tell all the people who are in here right now. I'm raffling off these custom Sugar Ray Leonard sparring gloves. They got Sugar Ray on them, and on the side they got Sugar Ray Leonard. I'll show them since we are raffling them. All right. Custom Sugar Ray Leonard gloves will be raffled. Still in the box, in the packaging, as you can see. And look, so there's sugar there, and right here, this is the dopest part. Right there, you can see it. It says SRL, Sugar Ray Leonard. These are lace-up, 16-ounce. Look at that right there. You see the mesh? You see the mesh right there? So your hands can breathe. These are sparring gloves. There is a little hole, so I touched the leather. Is straight butter fucking soft. Straight butter. You see right there? It even says on the, it's ripped a little, but you can see right there, it says Sugar Ray Leonard gloves. Lace up sparring gloves, 16 ounces. You can use them for the bag too, whatever. You don't have to spar with them, or you can just keep them as a collector's item. We'll be raffling those off as soon as I just need 6 more raffle entries, and those are getting raffled off. And furthermore, our next raffle, this one I'm excited about. Our next item up for raffle, which is being sent to me currently from my sponsors. Shout out to them. An Everlast glove that comes with an authenticated card signed by the one and only Kid Dynamite, a.k.a. Iron Mike, a.k.a. Mighty Mike, a.k.a. the baddest man on the planet. A glove signed by Mike Tyson with an authentication card. That's the next raffle. So you can start. You guys want to start now? You can start raffling, putting in Cash Apps for that now if you want. I'll take $10 to this Cash App or to this PayPal address with your name and what raffle. So if you want to do the gloves, you put gloves. If you want to do the Mike Tyson glove, you put either Sugar Ray Leonard gloves or Mike Tyson glove. All right. Let's get back. I missed a lot of you. So anybody wants to say something, say it again. What up, Johnny? Here's Johnny. Marco, you going live tonight? Yes, a show is. Who makes it out? Xander Boots. Come on. Michael, Xander's not ready. Okay, just making sure. Some people are serious. I've had people legitimately, like, not even like dicks, be like, how come you only watch highlights? Wouldn't it be better if you watched the whole fight? I'm like, wow. Like minion. Like fucking Nazi shit. Like, Ness Heil. Like, come on. Think for yourself, people. 53 heads in here. You should have 53 likes. Yep. I got 9. I got 60 total because I got 10 watching on X as well. You would say, though, Marco, you should have maybe watched more fights each weekend. No. I watch what interests me. One thing I've learned in my life, same thing with any job you have, right? If you don't love your job, how can you perform at the highest level? So for me, there's enough boxing within my radar that keeps me busy. I'd rather focus on legends and legendary fights and that kind of thing, as opposed to some dude on Pro Box who looks very mediocre. You know what I mean? Who we may or may not never talk about again. So that's just me though. But hey, people are entitled to do it how they want to do it. Like a baby's boot. I can vouch for Marco. He saw the fight. We did a live chat. We sure did. I'm gonna go down here a little, guys. I'm gonna. Oh, Sway, what up? Amar, what up? Whoever gets those gloves better not spar in those. Try to get them signed. Yeah, that's a fact. Hopefully Ness and you can hash it out. Appreciate you, man. All he has to do is call me back. Simple. Shut up. The 10 last night was for the Tyson raffle. Oh, it was. I didn't know that. Okay, so you only have 9 then. Okay, so let me get that going right now. Hold on. Hold on, sucker. Motherfucker. All right, hold on. Let me see. All right, let's get this popping. CJ Rich for the Tyson raffle. It's on. It's fucking on, blood. Hold on, let me just. Boom. On like Donkey Kong. All right. All right, CJ. So then you're back at 9. All right. Thank you for straightening that out. Boots was still getting tagged a lot. I wouldn't say a lot. Who thinks, all right, let's do this. Who thinks, we need Boots versus Norman Jr. Who thinks that Boots was getting tagged a lot? I think he was getting hit. I wouldn't say a lot. I would say a little bit. Let's do this. Put it in the chat now. Matter of fact, why don't I just do a fucking poll? What am I doing? Why am I playing around here? Here's the poll. How much was Boots getting touched up against Stanionis? All right. First one is a little. Second one is medium. Third one is a lot. And fourth one is way too much. Boom. Hit the poll, guys. Hit the poll. I'm going with a little. I'm going with a little. There was a couple good shots that landed. Like maybe 5, I remember. 5 out of the whole fight. That's a lot. I'm just saying. Cash App coming in. We got my man Joshua Ramirez for the Tyson glove raffle. Oh, shit, CJ. You got some competition already. Joshua Ramirez. I got you, blood. I got you. He's up in this bitch. Joshua Ramirez. Boom. All right. It's on like Donkey Kong. 18. All right. Good to go. Good to go. You're locked in, Josh. All right. He got hit hard like 5 times each round. Nah. Now let's see. Let's see. We're waiting for Boots. All right, let's see what the poll says already. Only 20 votes though, and it's a little. The majority of you agree with me, but let's see. Let's keep it going. Oh, that's half boxing. Right. I forgot. My bad. Yeah, my bad. My bad. And by the way, this happened yesterday. If anybody, I'm not going to show the screen, but if anybody doesn't want me saying the name, because I never know if somebody doesn't want me saying the name on the Cash App, because I guess sometimes it's your real name and you want to keep it discreet. Say something just in the chat. Say, hey, I sent you a Cash App. Don't say my real name or whatever. I don't want to, like, make anybody uncomfortable. What up, Trey? Hey, what up, Trey? Hey, Trey. Sorry, that reminds me of Boys in the Hood. Should he move up or get all the belts? I would get the belts just because he can easily at that weight, and then move up. Marco, you have to teach people etiquette on the panel. People want to be center of attention. I mean, you too? Like, let's be honest. Like, you're right, but you too. You don't overtalk people. I will say that. You don't do that. You should just stop showing your phone. I didn't show the phone. Yeah, I stopped doing that. But I just realized that I said it. And I'm like, oh, fuck, maybe they don't want me to say it. Yeah, no, I'm not showing the phone. I actually did a slip up too where I showed, by mistake, Royce59, the rapper. I showed his phone number. Because I was trying to be like, oh, look, Royce just texted me and his number was like visible. So I realized that. So yeah, I've made a few mistakes with the phone where, like, I don't think I go high and I feel like that part won't be in the camera, but it is. So yeah, I'm definitely not showing the phone unless it's something that won't make anybody uncomfortable. For me, it's just less how many times you got hit, more times you got punches. Okay. Yes, sir. I'm in there. You are. Like swimwear. Boots should stay unless he can't get undisputed. I'm referring to CJ. Why did he call in twice? No, he doesn't cut in, but that's not true. He doesn't cut people off. He called in twice because I shouldn't have kicked him out the first time. I didn't, that's why. Because he's not the one who started getting racist. Yesterday was lit. Word life. The viewers went down when he called. Oh, get out of here. Alberto shit got crazy. Johnny was lit. You guys are funny. I've never said lit. I'm too young. Oh, we got another one. We got another one. CJ in the house. And another one. All right. CJ, another. CJ says this. For Tyson, who not only changed boxing, but pro wrestling too. Okay. CJ's in with 2 now. And mind you, wait. CJ, you got 3 because you also have more than 5 entries in this one. So anybody who puts more than 5 entries in one raffle automatically gets a free ticket to the next one. So you could win the next one. So CJ, you got 3 now because you put more than 5. Eon gets a free one for the next raffle, obviously. Damn, Blind Faith, you're almost there. You have 3, Mobrain, Eon, Dwayne. Yeah, okay, so nobody else has over 5. All right, so Eon and CJ all automatically get an extra ticket for the Tyson shit. I certainly left. That kind of show is dumb. How you guys enjoy that ridiculousness? Wait, when they were arguing with each other? Yeah, I'm with you. That's why I stopped it. Barrios got kids and Batty at the house. He's way over the hill. I'm with you. And he's only 135 pounds, naturally. Oh, Jesus. See Marco Brand. So put my in. It's in. I just did it. Boots isn't ready for. Oh, let's see what the poll says. All right. 24 votes. That's not that many votes, guys. There's like 70 people in here, including X, and there's only 25 votes. 29. Now you guys are voting when I'm saying this. All right. Well, you guys can see the raffle. Clearly, everybody believes, almost 60% of you, that Boots only got hit a little, which is what I believed. But again, subjective, right? You think Stanionis was the hardest challenger? Yeah. Don't you? What up, Yova? In the future, I'm not debating with anyone who doesn't cam up. Well, in the future, you shouldn't. Look, you're a man, you're an adult, you could do what you want. But like, I wouldn't even get involved with somebody who is a known troll, who said like Chicago's half the time. I'm telling you, he's trying to be funny. That's like his way of humor. Like, he's not even serious. I wouldn't have even responded. That's just me though. But you could do what you want. I hit close poll because I hate boots. You hit close poll because you hate boots. Well, that's not very balanced, is it? That's biased as shit. That's biased as shiza. Anybody watching in X, I do see your comments actually, but the majority of the viewers are in YouTube. If you're watching in X, you can come to my YouTube channel and you shall see what we're talking about. Because X only has what do we have in X now? Only 12 people watching in X. CJ, have your questions ready for Brian Norman Sr. tomorrow. He coming on my show. Stanionis was clearly levels below Karen. Well, Karen did better, but that could have been a bunch of different factors. Boots could have taken it more lightly. Boots could have been off that fight. Could have just been styles that make fights, Stanionis, high round in punches thrown versus Boots was 38. His career average is 63. That is a very good Alka-Seltzer. Boots dropped the fucking Alka-Seltzer down his throat. That's what that's telling us. He was clearly, well, yeah, obviously. He's always been that way, which is why I ended it. That was too much at that point. I was about to end it anyway because I don't like that bullshit back and forth. But then when he said the racer shit, I was like, oh, yeah, that's enough. That's enough. We only needed 10 seconds to get my point off. You should mute before dropping someone. We only needed 10 seconds. Who I should mute? I did. I muted you both, and you guys unmuted yourselves and kept going. Which is why I had to, get rid of him, especially. The problem with muting is people can unmute themselves whenever they want. So the only other option is to, get them off the panel. I wish there was a permanent mute button. You know what I mean? Keep it muted. But there's not. Boots has too many defense issues regarding right hook. Okay. We'll see. We'll see about that. I'll keep my questions to myself, my guy Johnny, but I'll be there to support. Boots better box everyone. That's his strength. He do anything else, he playing his weakness. Y'all are part right. It was a tough day for me, my family, so I allowed dude to facilitate the ninja moment. I get that. I get that. Boots is a shit fighter. Whoa. 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 Boots is a shit fighter? He's a shit fighter?
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
A shit fighter.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Okay, I didn't finish reading the rest of that, but it was still funny, the whole crack thing. No. He was fighting in Philly. I think the pressure. That's what I think. And by the way, Mo, what are we talking about here? He still won convincingly. What are we talking about? He still won. You're so used to him bedazzling people like some gemstones on jeans that when he just clearly wins without, and gets hit a little or even a lot, he's shit. Name one fighter who never had a tough, close fight in their career. You can't. You can't. Not fucking one. So, come on. I think you're being a little biased, Mo. I think you don't like Boots. That's what I'm starting to get out of this. All right, I'm going down because I'm missing all your comments. Super chats are the best way to get them all read because I can't keep up with all this. I am not Rain Man. What up, Mikhail? Mikhail, I like your hair now because in the picture I see it looks short. Your hair now looks dope. If I had hair, especially coarse hair, but if I had any hair, I will fucking make my shit woof out. What up, what up, what up? King David Boxing. Is Norman also under Matchroom? King David Box. Oh, I was like, who the fuck is that? That's what, what's his face calls himself that. Low calls himself King David something. Hey, yo, Marco, how much for a reaction? How much for a reaction to one of my fights? We could talk. We could talk. Do this. Email me right here. marcoko@gmail.com. Email me. Let's talk. Send me a link and send me a link to a couple of your fights, whatever. Let me see what I'm working with. But we could talk. We could talk. I've had those requests before. Boots look great. Got to give credit where it's due. Word up. Aaron, what up? The disrespect. Mikhail, call Black in, bro. You intelligent and don't overtalk. Call Black. Wow, my eyes are fucked. Call back in. He is very intelligent. I've been telling him that forever. Even the way he writes, even the shit he says. Yeah, Mikhail's mad smart. That's a fact. Boots decided to fight Karen. My point is, Boots didn't take Karen lightly. Karen is just better fighter than Stanionis. Could be Styles also. You know what I mean? Could be Styles. Could be Styles. Bet. Appreciate you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got you. I'm not used to him being bedazzling. I'm used to hearing him be touted as an elite skill level fighter, but getting punched hard every round. Well, you know, he does get hit, but most fighters get hit. I don't think he gets hit. You're making it seem like he gets hit excessively more. Like him getting hit stands out more than other fighters. I don't think it does. What are your advertising prices? I'm a sports handicapper. I don't know what that means. What's a sports handicapper? What's a sports handicapper mean? Okay, the Barrios fight may be easier to make. Boots will destroy Barrios. What up? What up? D-Tap? D-Tap always flexing in that profile picture. Makes me feel insecure. Makes me want to hit the gym. Nah, I actually never did weights. Always straight boxing to this day. What up, Darren? Team Ennis, the biggest. Whoa! 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 The biggest scam? How so? Explain yourself, young man. Mikhail B. enjoyed you calling in last night. He's a man. He's a man. Smart. So I'm saying that's the kind of guy I would train. Somebody I know would take what I give him and would probably even make it better, adding his own twist. Next time to receive a Meat Lovers pizza via Cash App. Meat Lovers is funny. That's so gross. Like what that implicates. Loving meat is so nasty. People are calling Boots to the next word. Nah. No.
Get the fuck out of here!
Oh, nobody is the next.
Y'all must have forgot.
Nobody. No. People said that from Jump Street. I never saw it. Boots is spectacular. He's fast. He's flashy. He's all the things Roy was, but he didn't do it anything like Roy, if that makes sense. So that's why he is what Roy was. He's all the components Roy was in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, not all. He has a lot of them, let me say, but he didn't do it anything like Roy. So I don't see that. I tell clients the outcome of sporting events for free. Oh, for a fee. You want to advertise with me? Okay. Email me. Right there. marcoko@gmail. Email me, and we'll figure it out. You want to see Mario versus Brian first, or Boots versus Mario, then Norman? I want to see. I'm not really interested in Mario. I'll be honest with you. Brian Norman is the least exciting, but he's still wet behind the ears. You know, he's still on the slight come up. I guess Boots versus Mario for the belt. I want to see Boots undisputed, and then Norman, because then Norman might be more ready. I want Norman to be ready. I don't want it to be a washout, and then people be like, "Well, it wasn't ready." Have it be a washout, and he was ready. My only question about Boots is his vision. Boots don't even flinch at left hooks. I mean, or he's just gangster with it, like Kobe when Matt Barnes tried to throw the ball in his face, like chewing his gum like I didn't do shit. Could be a Kobe, could be a Black Mamba Matt Barnes effect. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Matt Barnes, who little do people know, they had reached out to me to join All the Smoke. And I'm not saying I didn't want to do it. I did want to do it. But it was like just an initial kind of, we spoke a couple times, but nothing happened. He ended up, I guess not. I would go on, but he brought on Andre Ward and brought on all these people that I can't fuck with. But my role at All the Smoke wouldn't be like that. I'd have a different role anyway. So I feel like there's room for me. So Matt, if you're watching this, I'll just fucking text him later. That actually reminded me to text him. Mikhail, you missed my positive comment about you, bro. You won't stop. No Diddy. Okay. I offer the olive branch once, then you're done. That's a fact. All right, I'm going to go all the way down here. You guys are killing me with all these. I want to see Boots for Sturman. Did you put Teofima on purpose? Because that's just rude. I thought if Boots gets back-to-back unification matches. Chase, what up? Hey, Marco, do you think the hottest division in boxing right now? What do I think is? 54. 47-54. There's not one. 47-54. Because conceivably, all those guys could fight each other within the next year or two. Ryan could easily fight 54. Devin could fight 54. Tio maybe. Then you got, of course, 47-54. Both. Combined. Nah, Barrios need to take Spence at Spence is not fighting again, MPO. Do that. You would be great on all this. Nah, I mean, I've hit them up a couple. This was almost like a year ago they hit me up. This is like right before they started the channel. Now the channel's full-fledged. So, you know, I got Steven Jackson's number. I'll show it to you guys. Just kidding. No, I do have his number, but my free play of the day pod, Seattle. I don't know what the fuck all that means, but if you want to work with me, just email me. We'll talk about it privately. Boxers like Thurman and Bud would expose Boots. Let me ask you a question. Maybe more of a statement.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
Thurman is over the hill, my brother. Still look good, though, but he's older now. How much is in your checkings? Oh, Jesus Christ. Cody Crawley missed the bag. He'd rather duck Boots than stay relevant. He didn't duck him, didn't he? Didn't he get injured? It wasn't a duck. You could be right. I remember some kind of a medical reason to pull out, not just stop saying Boots should move up. Dude just became unified. You think he? Yeah, you know, he's going to get all the belts. That's a fact. I feel bad for my guy Johnny when Norman gets slept. Who's going to sleep Norman? Boots? Probably. 135. Stanionis. Let's be real. Boots Ennis has no signature wins. Oh, shit. This was an inactive email champ. Oh, shit. Pumped up because Boots hasn't fought nobody. Oh, shit. Boots had to carry him. Go watch the Lorme fight. Darren, while you might have slight points, I do think, unfortunately, as you were taking those slight points and typing them, you had a big sports bottle of Haterade that you were just, right? And you were just throwing slices of little Hateroni pizzas in your mouth. But you have a point, some points. You know, it's not all or nothing. You think if we hit up All the Smoke and show that we love to see you on the platform, we did Turk? Maybe. It can't hurt. Yeah, it can't. Absolutely. That can't hurt. That can't hurt. Even though I'm talking, but that would maybe push him into being like, yo, let's bring Marco on for sure. Yeah, do that, guys. Everybody in here, if you don't mind, I always ask you to hit up Turkey Al Sheik and Ring Magazine on Instagram and include mine, you know, the link to my Instagram page and say, yo, we follow this guy Marco. We think he'd be great for you. We'd love to see him work with you. Do the same thing with Matt Barnes and with Steven Jackson, please. And if there's an All the Smoke and just do Instagram because they know me. My Instagram is the most impressive because I get all the millions and millions of views there. Appreciate you guys. That means more than you fucking clicking thumbs up, liking here. Because I'm focused on the end game. I need my end game, which is to, you know, take care of the fam and making this as a full-time dope career. Haters ball. Yeah, man. Yeah, my man's hating bad. Hardcore. BBQ, what up, sucker? What up, sucker? My Cash App acting. I love that. And we can't say that anymore. I'm going to say it, but technically we can't say that anymore. I miss that. My Cash App is acting gay. Won't allow me to look you up. Can you put your QR code in the screen? So this doesn't work? My QR code. How do I do that? Right here, let me do this. I'll show my phone, but this is okay. I can show my phone this way. Right? Can I get the Cash App QR code on this? Oh, here it is. All right, ready? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it is. Hopefully that worked. Let me know, BBQ. Darren hated. Yeah, Darren is just, he ordered a 6-pack of Haterade. He's guzzling that shit down today. No homophobia. So Boots is pound for pound. I don't know about that. Maybe. I don't know about that. That's a little, maybe a jump. I don't have Instagram. Bob, I know we're both old, you and me, right? But all you have to do is download it. It's free. Simple. Put Jersey Bob, and you're good to go. In your pitch. Guys, another thing. Right, tomorrow. This is a big news, guys. Big news, big news. Tomorrow is my pitch meeting with ESPN. Now, when I tell you guys a pitch meeting, I'm not just talking to some random dude who used to work there. I am meeting with 4 of the executives at ESPN that run combat sports and boxing to pitch my own boxing show. That's happening tomorrow, 1 p.m. So I'll probably go live after to tell you guys what happened. So wish me luck. And maybe you guys want me to run the pitch down? Want me to go over the pitch with you guys? I'm down to do it. Get some pointers. Let's go back to this poll. 60 votes, 53 believe Boots got hit only a little. Okay, well, I like knowing that what I think correlates with what the masses think. Let me find BBQ. You got it, BBQ? Good. All right. Marco nostalgic for saying that's gay. Haha. No, man, it is. Like, we would say that's gay all the time. And then we also used to say I don't want to say this word because it might offend people, the FAG. Like, don't be an FAG. Like that. We didn't mean it hatefully. It was just, but now people get offended, so you got to pull back. Marco woke up. Marco's woke boxing channel. I'm not woke. I don't want to get canceled. Samat, what up? Did what? Fuck is you talking about? Marco, we going to be celebrating? Look, I don't think they're going to give it to me tomorrow. Like, I don't think it works that way. I don't think they're going to be like, oh, we love it. Start Monday, But I'll probably be able to gauge their reaction and see what they say. They'll probably be like, oh, thank you. Let's talk about it. Get back to you. That's probably what's going to happen. So I'm still going to be just postulating on what. Well, the meeting's at 1 p.m., but, I'll be done. I'll probably go live at around 2. But again, guys, I don't want you to take off unless, you're okay with that, because I might have nothing to say, but like, yeah, it went good. I don't know. Like, I'm probably going to be left not knowing and waiting. That's my guess. I'm trying, Omar. You want me to run by you guys want me to run the pitch by you? Stop saying cracker if you want ESPN to take you seriously. Franklin, I'm not an idiot. You think I'm going to go on ESPN and say cracker or call people blood? No, I'm not. I know it's called reading the room, Franklin. I know how to read the room. Do you have no, it's not in person. It's a Zoom or Google Meets or whatever. Not Google, Microsoft something. Microsoft Meets. It's not an in-person meeting. 50 people, yeah, and I got an extra 12 in X watching, so I got 64 total watching. Mark, you're going to be in a boxing T-shirt, come across as authentic. I don't know about that. Thank you, man. You're going to get canceled talking like you do. I can say cracker all I want. What are you crazy? Franklin, you're a little uptight sometimes, I feel like. Like, that's part of my humor. Like, I'm joking. And I think joking is okay. I think a little bit of lightheartedness and a little bit of fun, as long as you're not offending people And obviously, if I say cracker, I'm not offending anybody because I'm, it's fun. It's good. It's needed in today's society where everybody's very rigid and stressed out and there's so much crazy shit going on. I think fun and joking is very important. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree. Marco, keep it hood. I'll be like, yo, what's up, motherfuckers? Cut the check. And just click off. Yeah, don't get canceled. Many cut their own nose. Yeah, nah, I'm not stupid. You are name dropping tomorrow, my friend Shaq and I were talking. Oh, yeah. And what do you guys think of this, too? Stephen A. Smith has liked, I want to say, at least 10 of my videos over the last couple of years. So he knows who I am for sure. If he would have liked 1 or 2, I'd be like, 10. My friend told me I should bring that up. And then and just, Stephen A. I'm thinking of saying it this way. I'd love to work with Stephen A. Smith at some point, have him come on the show. He knows who I am. He's liked a whole bunch of my videos. What do you guys think about that? Putting it in that way. From the angle of I'd love to work with him and then throwing in, by the way, he knows me. Because he does. Haney wins Ramirez Stanionis fight. Tell them Turkey already hit your line. Delo. Yeah, that'll work well. That'll work. Me making fun of Middle Eastern people, that's Franklin. Now that I don't do. But CJ's kidding. Which is funny. And it's funny because no Middle Eastern person has ever picked up the phone saying Delo, ever. Maybe hello. Did they do a lot of Hebrew. Marco Two-Tone called you the ops yesterday. It fucked me up. If he said that, I know he was joking. Marco Franklin is correct. Fun on ESPN has got a lot of people fired or suspended. Even Stephen A. toned it down. Okay. Well, again, I'm not going to say words like cracker on ESPN. I'm not stupid. I was saying, you heard me, Bailey, right? I said I know how to read the room. This room is a different read than an ESPN studio. I'm not an idiot. But thank you for looking out, guys. I think you should bring up all the celebrities you liked your vids. You think? It's so many. And it might sound corny. Yeah, bring up Stephen A. ESPN executives who are interested, come look at the show. Hear the last 10 minutes of this show. No, we can't have this guy. Not true. Not true at all. Matter of fact, even yesterday when these two guys were getting racist, what'd I do? I just stopped it. It would be bad, in my opinion, and that's my opinion, if I was sitting there and be letting it go and rattling it up. I just stopped it within minutes. They were all laughing at me. Okay. No, I like how your Stephen A. name drop sounds. Links you to their existing. That's what I'm saying. Only bring up Stephen A. if asked about him. I don't know about that. Again, my link is very yo, I would love to work with him. We could bring him on. Him and I could have debates. It'd be fun. He knows who I am. That kind of thing. I would love to debate him. That'd be fun. Manhattan always wins a debate over Queens. Mario, you still in here, Mario? Tell them. Doesn't Manhattan always win the debates over Queens? Manhattan is money making. Queens has to get the money. We make it. They got to come and try and get it with their hands out. Manhattan always wins, baby. What up, Isaiah? Damn, my bad. It was just no. All good. I don't get what. What don't I get? Explain to me. I'm open. Talk to me. Well, what am I not getting? Great win for Boots, but I saw something last night and Boots needs to move up ASAP. What'd you see? What'd you see? Don't just come in here and play with us. Don't tease us. What'd you see? Let's get into it. Totally agree with Franklin. You have a talent, but only go so far if scare people away. Again, I'm really confused what you guys are talking about. What are you saying that I do that I shouldn't do besides say the word cracker, which I won't? I don't understand. I'm very confused. What I'm doing that you think I shouldn't do that I already told you I won't do because I know how to read the room. Go over the pitch. Okay. Manhattan is barely the hood. Says the dude who grew up around horses, sheep, and there's probably a lot of cornfields there too. I'm just going to go out on a limb. Say it again. And I responded. That's how a conversation works. I responded. Maybe I'm misunderstanding you. Say it again. What am I not getting? Exactly. Again, what am I not getting? What am I doing that is so detrimental, that could be detrimental? Oh, you're saying that I should just not say anything on this channel? Nah, I disagree with that. I completely disagree with that. I don't think I do anything outlandish on this channel that would make anybody be like, whoa. I totally disagree with that. How many entries you keep to yourself? Oh, Eon. Hello, Boots. 10 out of... I'd give him an 8 out of 10, Clea. But great. My cousin's has a meeting at 8 a.m. He can steal Marco's ideas. Marco, you should buy a high-quality mic for the pitch. It would help. That's not a bad idea. Is this mic that bad? Just so you guys know, you might think I'm doing some cheap shit because I don't like doing cordless because I don't want fucking brain cancer. But these are JBLs, baby. These are not cheap. These are high quality. But maybe it sounds bad. I don't know. Maybe it's old. Marco, if CJ asks, don't tell him how many entries I have, please, and thank you. Oh, shit. We're getting competitive. Okay. I won't tell anybody how many entries anybody has. You don't even have to tell me that. Unless you tell me, go ahead. Yeah, no problem. I'm going to keep that to myself. Who doesn't get touched at 47? That's what I'm saying, Surf. These guys are wiling out just because the dude got hit a couple times. These guys are bugging out. Everybody gets hit. Look at the poll. He only got hit a little. There. 71 votes. 52% of you, more than half of you believe he only got hit a little. Marco, that's not racist, but it's something. Huh? What? What's not racist? What are you guys talking about? Marco rocks with the black racists like Drew and Stormy B-Man. I wouldn't say I rock with Stormy. Like, I'm cool with him, but I've never met him in person. I never chill with him. Drew, I've actually met in person, chill with him outside in real life. Like, Drew, I do rock with for sure. Stormy, I don't really know that well. I got no problem with him. I just don't know him that well. After seeing that performance by Boots yesterday, I'm slowly starting to become a fan of all the showboating. That's what I'm saying. It gives an extra flair. Marco, shouldn't say goddamn big old titties. It offends women who have big old titties. Yeah, I hate the showboating too. You hate it? Why do people hate showboating? I don't get it. Why don't you like Philadelphia? Because it's kind of a shithole? I mean, so's parts of New York. Nothing personal. Absolutely stuff you say on this show will affect your future chances on other platforms. Okay, let's do this one more time. What exactly, besides saying the word cracker, in your opinion, do I say on this channel that would affect stuff in the future? Let me know. And I'll take it in consideration. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm actually I'm open. I'm not like most people. I'm telling you guys, I am open for criticisms. I want to just make myself better, and nobody knows everything. So tell me what other things besides cracker that I've said you think jeopardizes anything. Of course showbiz does. And Mikhail, and this is why Mikhail's so smart. And I was right about to go there. But I still want to hear what Franklin has to say. Because I'm curious. Because again, there's a balance in life, Mikhail. While I agree with you completely, he could have a slight point. You know what I mean? Like I could take something out of what he says, even though he's way more conservative. But you're right. Showbiz says whatever the fuck he wants on DAZN, and he's still on DAZN, chilling. Now, ESPN is not DAZN. True. But yes. And that's a fact, too. Mikhail is so smart. He needs a bomb for this. I was right about to say all this. You beat me. You will be contractually outlined, my friend. Very simple. Reasons for termination. Boom, boom, boom. Mikhail, man, I'm going to have, you know what? Fuck this shit. When I get rich, Mikhail's I'm going to bring him on in some capacity. I don't know what he's doing, but he's coming on. My advisor, my something. CEO of operations, some shit. Mikhail's coming on. Fuck this. Marco, you should buy a high-pitched mic so you can sound like my haters. That was funny but weird. What's good? What's good, my man? The BX Thomas in the house. What do you think about potential Zoo Jermel? I don't think Jermel is fighting again. Cannon. I'm not saying I don't want to see it because I do, but I don't think he's fighting again. I think you should only do callers in here if you get the show. Build your audience in case ESPN cuts you short. Not a bad idea. In my opinion, straight with no chaser, you cannot be ghetto on ESPN. They are looking at everything you do, especially here. Behavior is predictable. Let me ask you a question though, and you have a fucking total point. Do you think that I act ghetto here? Does anybody in here think that I act ghetto? And when we say ghetto, there's a difference between being urban and being ghetto. And when you mean ghetto, you mean like negatively ghetto. Because do you think Stephen A. Smith acts ghetto sometimes? Answer me those two things. Do you think I act ghetto, and do you think Stephen A. Smith acts ghetto? Because I've seen Stephen A. Smith, and I am way more toned down than he is. If I'm going to keep my tickets, I want to win. There you go. He walked through all those hits through Boots' chin. I was talking about when you was talking shit about Indiana. Oh. Well, you know, sorry, but that's just how I see it in my head. Yeah, and you got to stop supporting. Okay. Boxing is a sport, part entertainment. We don't like the showboating, but we call Shakur boring. Marco, people hate the showboating because it's arrogant. You might say that, but who is the most famous athlete in the world? Well, maybe second to Jordan now. Muhammad Ali. And why? Are you going to get Ness on the show? If if he calls me back and we squash it, sure. I got no problem with that. He put me on his show, I'll put him on mine. But we got to talk first. What up, Ravens? Shakur isn't called boring for not showboating. Nothing will jeopardize your future opportunities. You good. You the man, Bob. Showbiz is black. Different things can be said and allowed as a white guy. Well, oh. Okay. No, I get it. Racial tensions are high these days, and certain things might be interpreted certain ways. Okay, I got you. Between show paying and being boring. Right, true. Me and Mikhail on the squad. Who else? You too? You just got yourself in there? Okay. Marco, did you leave early from the press conference Wednesday? I left when it was done. I didn't go up to the whatever they called that shit after, the chum or whatever. What were they calling it? The chubble? Yeah, nah. I mean, Thomas, those press conferences aren't really my thing. You know what I mean? I'm not in media. I'm more of an analyst. So like I go there for the networking and, you know, and see people, whatever, but not really. Marco going to walk up to ESPN studios like Wu-Tang. Like Marco's for the people and the children. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not going to do that. Marco is fine. This is not TBV. He fits the ESPN criteria. My man, Boots Ennis, remember, no power, no wrong. Thank you, MPO, by the way. Marco is the classiest dude in YouTube boxing space. I'm sure, yes. Thank you. I agree. Agreed. Marco isn't ghetto. He's just cool as fuck. You the man, Sturdy. I don't know, David. We've got two people here who think I might jeopardize my ESPN career because I'm assuming because I speak like I'm from Hell's Kitchen sometimes. That's what I'm assuming is going on. Oh, yeah. What's good? I think you're very biased when it comes to any Latino fighters and callers. Me? You literally have them losing to everyone no matter how stupid it sounds. Me? Nah, you can't be talking about me. Dipset, what up? Oh, that was racist. See, that was racist.
Oh, that's racist.
I am not like Max Kellerman. That was mad racist. I'm kidding, by the way. Sort of. Why wouldn't Jamel fight again? Nothing wrong with him. Salute to you. Yes and no, I hear you, but they have Pat McAfee on ESPN, and he is outspoken, says crazy shit all the time. There you go. You guys know me. I don't say crazy shit ever. But it's not like I'm holding crazy shit back. I just don't really, that's not who I am. You know what I mean? I don't need to shock the shit out of you to have you like me, or like, I just like talking about what I love and talking about it, how I feel about it and how I talk about it. That's all I do. I don't do anything with an agenda. Some people have agendas. Some of these content creators have agendas. Like, let me put on a certain character, and I don't have an agenda. So, in terms of my personality, people hated Muhammad Ali for being arrogant. Yeah, they did, but it also made him the most famous, popular, richest athlete in the world. As I've gotten older and wiser, I have less and less negative opinions about showboating. Exactly. Scrums, yeah, that. I don't know why. What's that stand for? It must stand for something. What's a scrum stand for? Yeah, I never heard that word before. I had never heard scrum. They were like, oh, one of the girls was like, you come into the scrum? And I'm like, that sounds mad, like phallic. I don't know damn scrums. Wait, where is this? I'm doing it. I'm not going to the studio. It's actually not far from where I live, funny enough. Less than like 45-minute drive, but I'm doing it on virtual. I got for the networking also. Yeah, of course. They call showbiz a NOOC. Don't know what that means, but they rock with channels that are registered. Oh, I don't know what NOOC stands for. I feel like it's something negative. Your personality is your biggest asset. Already professional enough. Thank you, sir. I don't think your jokes will hinder any opportunities. That's what I'm saying. But I'm open to listening to people, especially smart people. What up, GX? Max Kellerman was the man. I know, but just because we're both white from New York City doesn't mean we're fucking. I said that because they said you act ghetto. Max doesn't act ghetto, does he? I don't think he acts ghetto. Marco's posting Instagram, breaking down old fights is the best. Nobody. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. That's what's getting me to this position, I feel like. A white man that's got some sauce to him. You invited to all the cookouts, my boy. Thanks. No, Shaq did not get me the pitch. I got myself the pitch from, I guess, my body of work. Maybe from these videos, which some of you might think are not going to get me the pitch, but I think they actually got me the pitch. So we're doing something right so far. Boots showed me how he can ride to the level of his opportunity to bring on the big fights. McAfee about to get sued big time. Another bad example. Google it. ESPN may be a part of the lawsuit. Well, maybe or is a part is a very big difference, Mr. Esquire. Maybe isn't he is. If ESPN is a part, well, then that's proving your point. But if it's not proving your point. So, everybody gets sued, just so you know. Of course, you're saying somebody's getting sued who's famous is not saying nothing new. Everybody who's famous gets sued. Big Bristol. There we go. See if Bristol's kind of far, but whatever. I'm gonna challenge Mikhail to a game of Scrabble. He'll fuck you up. Mikhail will fuck you up in Scrabble. If they're interested in you, they are interested in what you do. Exactly. Do you want a co-host? Nah, no co-host. They're going to make you have a female co-host. I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you something. For a steady paycheck, what movie was that from? For a steady paycheck, and then he says he'll do whatever it takes. If a steady paycheck's involved, Ghostbusters. They're like, remember when, what's his face? What the fuck's his name? Henry, the last Ghostbuster. Whatever. They're like, Bill Murray or whatever, or Ernie Hudson. They're like, yo, would you do this? Would you ever have any problems with ghosts? You have any problems with ghouls? You have any problems with aberrations? He goes, if there's a steady paycheck involved, I got no problems with none of it. That's what I feel. There's a steady paycheck involved. You could make A walrus, my fucking co-host. I don't care. I have a great vocab, but I'm terrible at spelling. I used to be that way too until the computers got big. Because now, since we're always on the computers every day, and then you see words over and over, I got really good at spelling only in like the 2000s when computers got big. I was bad. Weird poll question. Well, you came in late, Leo, which is my son's name, by the way. Dope name. It was a lot of people were saying he got hit way too much. I don't think he did. And 52% of you don't think he did. So ghetto, urban, don't spend major money. Just get likes. I didn't say that. He did. ESPN looking for paid subscriptions. I didn't say that. He did. Not interested if it can be done the same with liability. Well, that's you assuming that I'm just going to draw a ghetto crowd, I guess. Is that what you're saying? I don't really get it. Or that my personality only adheres and appeals to a ghetto crowd? I don't know if you're talking about, I don't really get what you mean, but if that's what you're saying, I don't think my personality only appeals to any specific crowd. I think it's like the United Nations of Benetton. I think my personality appeals to a vast variety of people who like boxing, personally. But, that's what I think. And you give chances to Jaron upset Plant. Jermel, yeah, of course he has a chance. I just don't think Jermel's going to fight Plant. I'll be your co-host. We can add Big Booty Latina. We're talking. Now we're talking. I would challenge on that, sir. Rap is the biggest genre in the world. Well, he's talking about ESPN. Claiming my crown. Shout out, Mikhail. Stanionis is the one I'd say got hit. Thank you, Leo. So it's a dumb poll question because it's a ridiculous thing to ask. And that's what I thought, but I had like 3 or 4 people in here who were like, no, you got hit a lot. So I'm like, all right, let's see. See, we don't argue in here. We just put the poll up. Right? Numbers don't lie. Statistics don't lie. A nice big sample size of smart boxing fans that I have in here doesn't lie. We get the answer. No need to argue it. Marco, when you get the ESPN gig, you have to get me on for a cameo. Slow your roll. Damn, you Brooklyn dudes just rolling. Slow the roll. I think the Charlo brothers are going to fight again. I would like to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Jermel is in May. Is that official? Show me an official post, E-Rock. Show me an official post. I don't think there's anything official. Official means BoxRec has it. Because when BoxRec has it, that means the Athletic Commission gave it to them. So it's official. Show me a network posting it. Show me one of them posting anything official. I don't think it's official. Bailey, let's look at this community. It's well-rounded, full of very smart people. So if we use this channel as a measurement of all the demographic that Marco would attract, it wouldn't be. Thank you. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Man, Mikhail for vice president. That's all I'm saying. They don't. You're right, Leo. Nah, bro. Go to get it. Opportunity tomorrow. Just saying what people don't want to say. Rappers sell out all the time. Go get that bag. Oh, damn, Mikhail. You switched him up. These dudes were fighting me tooth and nail. You came in and just shut it down. We're not fighting. But for real, we're having open conversations, and I want to hear anything that can make me better and make this better. So I'm open to always hearing it. Doesn't mean I'll agree with it, but I want to hear it. I voted medium on your poll. A large part of Stanionis' skill. And there's an argument for medium, but I would go with little. But a lot, no. Because the initial thing was a lot. I even put way too much. See if anybody thinks, how many people thought way too much? 6% thought way too much. Yeah, that's not a lot. Yeah, put Johnny on. Shit. I got to get on first. Before we talk about anybody coming in, I got to get on first. You know what I'm saying? Confidence is the key. Speak into existence. I know. Johnny's already all on that shit. Jamel versus Lamana. That's not official, though. If I'm wrong, you ever wrench MPO, put it in the chat. Show me a link to a BoxRec where BoxRec does matter with current fights because the only way they get the information is through the athletic commissions when it's official. That's why BoxRec really matters for current fights. Anything like within the last, whatever, 10 years, 15 years. Reread my last post carefully. I thought I did. Didn't I just read it? No, bro, you got to get it. Opportunity tomorrow. I'm going to say, you meant to say I'm, but I'll read it how you wrote it. I just saying what people don't want to say. Rappers sell out all the time to get that bag. Rappers sell out all the time to get that bag. Right. So that's where I fucked up with the last part. Okay. Okie dokie. Is ESPN getting out of boxing or not? They're taking a meeting with me tomorrow, so I don't think so. Stanionis was the perfect style for Boots. Styles make fights. I think Virgil beats Boots. Boots should move up to 154 and fight Jamel. Jamel's not going to fight again, Clea, because you didn't fight at such a high level. He doesn't act all snarky. Me? Who's he? I'm confused. I will be your translator for Black Boxing America. Okay. All right. MPO Instagram. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. MPO showed me the official Instagram post. All right, who's this by? Premier Boxing, PBC. Okay, well, you just shut me down. It is happening. That's a fact. Tickets available now. Okay, no, it's on. It's on. They're on the same card. So Jamal is back, not Jermel. Okay. Tom. So he is fighting Cornflake. Okay. I don't know who Armando Residence is, but all right. Thank you, MPO. You definitely cleared that up. So they are fighting. Okay, cool. I was wrong. Charlo is fighting again. Unless it gets canceled up to that point. People are entering myself voting subconsciously based on our expectations of Boots. Maybe. I meant to say you. Oh, me. Yeah. ESPN getting out of bed with Top Rank doesn't mean ESPN. That's what I was worried about, Mikhail. That's why I was slightly shocked when they got back to me and set up the meeting. Maybe they're just trying to they know I'll be way cheaper. Shit, I will be way cheaper. I don't know what Top Rank charged, but I will take a Happy Meal and an Avis rent-a-car. I'm good with that. Joking. Sort of. Jamel Charlo, definitely official. Yep, no, it's official. I was wrong. Why do you say Jamel won't fight again? I just feel like they're both in their mid-30s now. I just feel like they're done. Harlem World. We're going to see. That's what we're trying to do tomorrow. What train is that in your picture? The one. That's the shit I used to take. Yeah. I used to take the 1 and the 9 and the 2 in the tree. That was the closest. The closest train to me was the E or the A and the C. But down 1 avenue up. That was on 8th, I believe. 8th, the C. And then that was the second closest train to me. Now, I grew up on 11th Ave. Those you know. So that was a trek. I had to walk to 11th, 10th, 9th. I had to walk 4 avenues, which is the equivalent of half a mile to get to the nearest train. I could take the bus there too, but you know how the buses were back in the day, especially it took forever. Sorry, I just got a little nostalgic. Those of you from New York can appreciate what I'm saying. Those of you not have no idea what I just said. Which Charlo be drinking? This one, Jamal, the one fighting. Clipper versus Golden State is playoff. Okay. If Boots boxes everyone, he's almost unbeatable. Everyone in division is high guard. Come forward, word. That's a great fight for Cornflake, but yeah, it is. I mean, he's probably going to get. I think he's going to get hammered out like a carpenter, but we'll see. My main chick loves basketball, and I don't give a fuck. I love basketball too. I think you have something, but you're trying to please everyone. I understand as a black guy, there are some things you have to exclude to get your foot in the door. I'm confused what that has to do with me. I'm trying to please. How am I trying to please everyone? What do you mean? And what does a black guy excluding things have to do with me? I'm very confused. Is ESPN getting back to the old Friday night fights? When I get the job, Troy, I'll ask and I'll come right back to you with a smile on my face and give you the answer to that. Have you ever been on the Chinese? Nah, I never took the Chinese bus. My wife, a couple of my boys did. I never went to Boston. So those of you who don't know, there was this the Feng Hua bus, they called it. It was a bus you get in Chinatown. It takes you to Boston back in the 90s and 2000s for $20 fucking dollars. Boston's like a 6-hour drive with traffic, $20. And it would just be packed like sardines. I knew a dude went there. This Chinese woman had a live chicken with her on the bus. I don't know what I don't want to be racist. There's a lot of reasons why that might be there. That's not the point. The point was that's the kind of bus it was. But, I never took that shit because I never went to Boston. There was no reason for me to go to Boston growing up. I'm glad, too. That sounded like a nightmare. Yeah, I do, Clea. And as a matter of fact, if I make some cake, I might have to strong-arm wifey to get back down there because I can't take this shit. Or at least get a place down there so I could go and, what I'm saying, go for a weekend if I want. And that is real. Obama couldn't do what Trump is doing and get elected for president. Understand that. All right. Now you're getting I don't know shit about politics. I do not follow politics. I do not like talking politics. I respect everybody's political view. I don't give a shit. I just know that I don't know anything about it, and that's on purpose. I treat the politics like I treat the Pro Box cards. No disrespect to Pro Box. I don't really watch them. Marco is just himself, man. We can't project our experiences as brothers onto him. It goes everywhere now. Not for 20, right? What up, Syph? Hey, was you on the Hey Arnold bus? That seems racist for some. I feel like you're being racist for some reason. You might not be. I don't know what that means. That sounds like some weird pedophile, but I don't PDF file. Excuse me. I might get flagged. What's a Hey Arnold bus? Ring magazine. What is this? See, whatever Mikhail puts on, I'm clicking on. What do we got here? President reveals innovative rules for inaugural boxing Grand Prix with Riyadh season. Oh. All right. I'm going to look at that later. That's a lot to read there, Mikhail. I appreciate it. Pro Boxes, new Tuesday night fights. Watch your filthy mouth, CJ. You watch your filthy mouth. That fresh mouth of yours says nasty things sometimes. Nothing's ever going to match Tuesday night fights. Don't make me upset. Nah, it's been 20. So it's still 20? Good Lord. I understand I moved out to Philadelphia before I got so sick, so I moved back. Between 20 and 20. So there's still a 20 option? That's wild. How do you feel about the new WBC tournament? I didn't look at it yet. It's going to take me a second to read over it carefully. Damn. I don't do it on purpose. I just don't usually watch them. Okay. I will.
Oh, that's racist.
Just do your best, my guy. ESPN is doing well. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. How about a game of chess? I am nice with chess, by the way. I will wax all three of yous. Pro Box is the new Showbox. Maybe that's more like it. Scrabble champ. Yes, sir. I love chess. We can get it. I'm down with chess too. Matter of fact, when I first got on TBV, started going with them, Ness was talking about how great he is at chess, and he named a couple big fighters he beat. He's so good. I'm like, all right, let's play. So I waxed him, and then he never tried, and he tried to say, oh, well, I only play 5 minutes. I set the game for 30 minutes, right? It's a 30-minute game. I don't need an hour. I believe it was 30 minutes. He goes, I only play 5-minute games. Who the fuck is going to do any good in 5 minutes? So I'm like, oh, so your brain is broken. You can't actually use it. as an advantage, like most of the planet's brains, with more time to compute and calculate and actually come up with more shit, which is what everybody's brain does with more time. Like, and he tried to act like I only beat his ass because who plays 30-minute games? I'm like, are you joking? Chess games go for hours sometimes. Anyway, I waxed his ass. And I will wax Mikhail and CJ's ass. And that sounds foul, but I meant in chess, not, ugh. Marco did some amateur boxing or pro. I did both. I was an amateur, 15 amateur fights, 5 pro fights. What will your name? That we don't know, but I got a couple good suggestions from my girl Clarissa, who's not in here right now. Either the Marco's boxing experience, or I'm thinking this Marco's Sweet Science. One of the two. But I'm pretty sure a network picks that. Like, that's just a working title. I don't know. What was Boots fight pay-per-view? No. Don't use that AI, Maka. As a black guy, I always understand that there are things that would get me excluded from all circles that are acceptable in some circles. Okay, I got you. Pro Box always put a 50-50 style fights, very competitive. I remember all the chess talk between you and Ness, and I scraped him. He wasn't bad. I'm not going to lie. Like, he was a good player, but I beat him. And then he tried to, he's funny. That's when I knew. I'm like, oh, this guy's ego's out of control. I only do 5 minutes. Well, then why'd you accept the 30-minute match and then complain about it after when you lost? Then you should have declined it and said, let's do 5. And he was making up, I don't have time to play 30 minutes. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. We're guys. We sit on the toilet for fucking an hour. We could, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. We go in the toilet, shut the door, and get some breathing room. If a chicken is on the bus, it's giving Hey Arnold. Oh, I didn't know Hey Arnold's a cartoon. Okay, I got you. Oh, it was definitely on the bus. What's with the slandering? Who's slandering? What are we talking about? Nah, for sure, bro. I feel that, bro. That is our struggle without getting in deep into it. Marco gets a pass we don't get. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I ain't denying that. Pro Box is where I first watched Lamont Roach. I have electronic chessboard. I'm slow. I'm slow hour games. Do you play? Yes, I do. It's exactly where. That's where I played Ness. RKO. None of y'all beating me in chess. Facts. Eon. I will play you for the whole farm and the barn that you have, and all your steed and all your cows. See that? I'm always saying Eon's from the country where I think he's not, but it's funny to me. I'll play you for the whole farm. Fuck it. I'll own an Indiana farm. Could produce my own milk, meat. I'll be chilling, self-sustainable. Back to Boots. This chat is speaking totally different tune now. I said Boots was extremely talented. He sure the fuck is. Check Cash App. Oh, yep, there we go. Another one, which I won't show. Learn from my mistakes. What do we got here? God, I got to hit 7 buttons. Okay, what's this for? All right, you want me to read it? I assume you do. For Kid Dynamite, tell Vlogs the Monte Vista spot. Vlogs, meet him at the Monte Vista spot. And let me put another Kid Dynamite. Well, I think CJ is going to get this because he might get the gloves too. Because that's your favorite fighter, right, CJ? Tyson? What's the score? Score on what? What is you talking about, my brother? Let me see the poll. Oh, the poll is jumped though. 100 votes, which is a good sample size. 50% of you think he only got hit a little. And then 34% you think he got hit medium. So still, 50 is still dominant. Sounds like you should create a chess challenge room in the Discord. Let's start. I don't know about that. 12 rounds with Marco. It's not bad. I just feel like it's on the nose. On the nose is a term they use in writing where it means just too obvious. you know, and you like that's a recycle 12 rounds or the final bell. Like, oh, Jesus. Everybody's a chess champ here. For me, too, CJ. That's why I cried when he lost. Can I get a chess game, Marco? Maybe. I haven't played in a while, but I'll play. I'll play. Oh, what's my score? It's not that high because I haven't played that much. Look me up. 800 something? I don't know. Let me see. I don't even know. It's not that high. I'm better player than the score says. I'll tell you that. But it's not like garbage. I don't even remember. Let's see. Log in with Google. Hold on. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. The score is... Where the fuck is the score? Where's it show your score? Just says... So this is me in chess. Marco KO, and you see the Mike Tyson punch-out thing. But where's the score at? Let me see. Home. I thought the score was shown there. Yeah, my last game, look at that. My last game was against... This is the last game I played. I don't really play that much anymore. It was against Ness. See it? Ness GTO. He's 8-7-8, his score. Mine, I think, was a little lower. But I still beat him because I'm telling you, my score is not indicative of how I play. Where's my... How do you see the score? Yeah, you can look it up. You can look it up. You tell me my score. I don't fucking see it. I think it's like 7 something or 6 or 5 or something like that. See, Marco, people agree with Discord chess room. I've dropped a few jewels here to help you. How would Discord chess help this channel? Explain to me that. That'd be fun for us to do on the side, but how would it help the boxing channel? Maybe I'm missing something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm missing something. Let me see. Let's see if I play. Start a game. Oh, 8. My score is 8-5-7. I just saw it. 8-5-7. Oh, so it is higher than Ness's. 8-5-7 is my score, which isn't great, but I'm telling you, I'm better than 8-5-7. No team in the NBA will beat Boston. Knicks are slamming. Knicks are gonna slam Boston like Onyx. It makes us closer. That's mad gay. See, that's stuff I shouldn't say on ESPN, and that I'm aware of. 24/7 engagement. This guy used to be happier in his shorts. All right, guys, I'm going to bounce. I'll be back tonight, 10 p.m. We'll pick up where we left off. You guys are the best. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. All right. Peace.